And that gets exhausting because you can't keep that up forever. And the crazy part is, the people you're trying to impress the most usually don't even care like that. And the people that actually matter, they're not expecting you to be perfect. They just want you to be real. Once I started letting go of that, I felt more comfortable. Not completely, but more than before. Because I wasn't constantly thinking about how I was being perceived, I was just there. Be honest. Do you ever catch yourself trying to impress people without even realizing it? And number 3 is I was making my life harder for no reason. And this is something I didn't realize until way later. I was making my life harder for no reason, not because of anything around me, but because of how I was thinking. Overthinking everything. Caring too much about things that didn't deserve that much attention. Putting pressure on myself for no reason. And the worst part is, you don't even realize you're doing it. It just becomes normal. Like stress becomes your default and you think that's just how life feels. Like you're supposed to feel overwhelmed or constantly thinking. But a lot of it is just mental habits. Patterns you fall into without noticing. And once I started becoming aware of it, things started to feel a little lighter. Not perfect, not easy, just less heavy. And number 4 is your mood can control your life. I did actually go over a little bit of this in my past video, so if you didn't check that out, make sure you do now. You definitely don't want to miss out on my previous content. Anyways, another thing I wish I knew earlier, your mood can control your life if you let it. And I don't think people realize how much of an impact that has. Like if you wake up in a bad mood, that can carry into everything. How you talk to people, how you react to small things, and how you see situations. I used to be like that a lot. If something put me in a bad mood, it would just take over the rest of my day. And I wouldn't even question it. I would accept it. But once you start paying attention to that, you realize you don't have to stay in that state. You don't have to let one moment control everything else. You can step back and recognize it. And that doesn't mean you instantly feel better, but it means you're not completely controlled by it, and that makes a difference. Number 5 is some friendships aren't meant to last. This one took me a while, a very, very long time to accept. Not every friendship is meant to last forever. And that doesn't mean something went wrong. Sometimes people just change or go different directions in life, and that's completely normal. But I used to think if I stopped talking to someone, or things faded, that meant something bad happened. Like I did something wrong, or maybe they did. But sometimes, it's just how things go. And holding on to something that's already faded just makes it harder. Because you're trying to keep something the same, when it's already changed. And learning to accept that isn't easy, but it's important. Number 6 is you waste time waiting to start. Another big one. You waste a lot of time waiting to start, waiting until you feel ready, waiting for the right moment, waiting until everything is perfect, and that moment never really comes. I did that with a lot of things, especially with making videos. I think I needed to be perfect before I started. Better ideas, better setup, better everything, but all that did was delay it. Because you don't figure things out by waiting, you figure things out by doing.